has finally come back from the paint shop. I'm really pleased with the paint job actually. I take it to a reputable place. It's Some Collision in St Catherine's. They do really nice work. It's part of the most expensive part of the restoration, but to me it's part of the it's most important. If the paint job's shitty, the job's shitty, or it looks it. I'm not into this having a scruffy car that's perfectly mechanical and everything's okay. No, I like the car to be nice, paint to be finished and the body to be good and straight before I put all my effort in putting it all back together and getting the car running right. Anyway, this is like the third thing on the stage of restoring the car. Is restoring it as he drives it, and as I said previously in the video, we've done a lot of the mechanicals, gone through a safety, did a few other things, and this was the big lump, getting it painted and getting the bits in the body straightened out. They've done a nice job, colour change as you can see. As we go along the side here, you can see all on the bottom, it's been really done. The dog legs were changed, the rocker panels are okay actually. The car was pretty solid from where it came out in BC I believe. But anyway, here's all the car's finished really well. All my door gaps are good. So all I have to do now is put it together, which is what I'm going to do. I kind of started already because I started on the side windows, on the quarter windows. We've repaired them already. With the quarter lights, what I've done, I've replaced the rubber right in the quarter lights in here, put new rubbers in here, and we've also put new strips down here, the runners for the windows to go in. We've made sure our nuts on the bottom here are okay. These are clear and the tension's good on the spring. And the unit's pretty clean. We put new rubber in the top as well. So I'm going to put these in the car. I've got the seals to go underneath, all the seals in the door. So as we go along, I'll just show you the bits that I've done. This is another one of the cars that I'm working on, which is a Mini. I've had to recalibrate the carburetor, put a new needle in it so that it runs properly. It's got a bit of a performance cam in it, so it kind of screwed up the mixture. Anyway, I fixed the mixture, putting a needle in it. I've done a few other things. One of the things I have to do is tidy up the wiring on inside here. There's bits that require a bit of attention. I've also done the swivel joints and put new wheel bearings in the suspension. As you can see, it's been modified. It's had bottom control arms have been changed, and it's got some adjustable shocks on it as well. You can see also I've took the dashboard and everything out to tidy up the wiring down the dashboard, which was in a bit of a mess. I can show you from the other side actually. Some of this wiring is just for the radio, if you can believe it. Tons of connections on it just to go to one newer connection for a new type radio. So I want to lose all these, don't like connections. And there's a lot of the other stuff that I've now taped up. Part of the problem with this car, with the wiring, was that the car originally was a multi-butt injection, and it's got all the wiring for that. It's got the ECM, everything in it. All that's been disconnected, it's still left in the car, and the original wiring harness has been used, but now it's reverted back to the older type of the carburetor, and it's still using the electronic ignition. So the wiring's a bit iffy. Plus the dashboard, after stuff's been taken out, the air conditioning, a whole lot of other stuff. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to sort out now, or tidy up, so that guy can use the car with the new the carburetor rather than the fuel injection, which I don't quite understand. I'd rather put the injection in it, but anyway, that's what they want. I've got one final thing to do on the Mini. I'm going to change the wheel studs simply because the wheel that's got on is a magnesium wheel, or a mag wheel, and it's got a fairly thick flange in here, and it's got these kind of wheel nuts. The wheel nuts sit actually right inside. Go right inside. They've got a fair depth to them, as you can see. They go right in. The problem that I've got is that you can see off the thread that they've only been going in about 1/4 of an inch off the end of the stud. And these are aluminium wheel nuts, which I'm not really keen on. So I need more thread to be on the actual stud. The stud's too short. The stud's got to be at least another 1/4 of an inch. So that's what I'm going to do. Change the studs, make them 1/4 of an inch longer, so I've got more thread. At the moment, I've got like 1/4 of an inch on it. It's really not enough. So I'm going to do that. I feel a lot safer. These seem to be aluminium wheel nuts with, they might have inserts, I'm not absolutely even sure on that. Don't like them really, but anyway, I need more thread. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to change the wheel studs and the car's down. So here I have an Alfa Romeo that I have problems with the cooling system. First of all, I did a pressure test on the system before I started, and I discovered that the radiator was leaking on the header tank and around the top. So I bought a new one. It was cheaper to do that than it was to get the radiator rebuilt. The water pump was actually seized. I must say the car hasn't been run for quite a while, a couple of years. The water pump was seized. Once I got that freed off, then my problem was the bearing in the water pump was really bad. Now, already I took the radiator out and I took the water pump off, as you can see. So I've just got to move the pulley, undo the pulley and just pull that forward so I can get the water pump clear of the studs. And interestingly enough, the tachometer drive or the rev counter drive is through the water pump. Not through the water pump itself, but probably off one of the idlers on the chain, but the mounting and everything is actually in the water pump. It's a bit different. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm putting the pump back on the radiator, and that's what I'm doing today. You can see I've got the water pump on the bench here. I've got the new one. I've transferred the tachometer drive from the old one to the new one. The tech drive goes from a worm gear that sticks out from the timing chest on the motor. Goes in here and turns a little gear. And there it's just a worm gear goes in here and then it's turning this. And that's where the rev counter goes. The rev counter drive. So anyway, I'm going to put this back on the car and put in the radiator, and we should be good to go. Okay, I've installed the radiator and I've put on the water pump, and now that I have the belt on the engine and spun the alternator, I can see it's not charging. I checked the alternator to see if that was a problem, which it wasn't, and what it was is an external regulator. It has a voltage control on it for the alternator. It's installed down here. I replaced that and now I've got the system charging. So now I fitted all the air filters, put everything else back on. Put my wires on it, 2 high tension wires. So everything's good on it. I've been for a drive in it already. It's quite a nice car to drive. I like these Alphas, especially the engines, they even look nice. So anyway, that's it for now. I just got another car to bring in and get on with that one. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel as we appreciate the support and it does encourage us to make more videos.